Well, good morning. It is Wednesday with Wendell. Today's date is what? July what? Help me out.
Sixth.
July 6th, 2022.
Yes.
Right here downtown Corpus Christi at RAD Octopus Studio here with the CEO, CFO Felicia Gomez Simpson. How you doing, Felicia?
Good.
Yeah, it's just us today, no special guests. We just want to chop it up a little bit, try to be consistent with things that we enjoy doing. Then we can move on with the rest of our day. All right? Now, right now, I'm starting with something right now. It hit me. I try to do a little research on a lot of things sometimes. And it came up, I was thinking about popcorn. And I remember Jiffy Pop. Jiffy Pop, man, isn't that something?
That's
Ain't
the
it-
one you put on the stove and it gets that big bubble?
Yeah, they get the one aluminum, and I remember doing that, and you got to really be shaking it really
Yeah.
quick, and going on and come up and just pop it up. It's kind of interesting, but then all of a sudden, with microwave popcorn coming out, you can put that aluminum in there. Oh, you can put it in there if you want to, just to see what happened. I wouldn't advise it, and just a simple thing, Jiffy Pop. So Mr. Minnick came in with a good idea back then. And from 58 to 59, that's when we got originated back then, 58, 59. Yes, I went old school with that. What can I say? Then, 10 years later, 1969, my man, Orville Redenbacher. I know y'all heard of his name, Mr. Pop himself. Supposed to have a nice
His
curl
little
to
suit.
come out, and this thing. And one thing about popcorn, though, let's keep it real. People like it. It's really good roughage for you. But also, you don't like it when it gets in between your teeth, and might catch that little kernel
Kernel.
and catch down in the middle of your throat, esophagus, or it might come out a little sideways when you have to take a crap or something. Sometimes you might feel what is that? I just had to throw that out. So Felicia, how you doing? How was your weekend?
Really good. Actually, talking about popcorn, at the art walk, there's
Yeah.
this guy that sells like popcorn, and he does one that's called Piccadilly.
Piccadilly, huh?
It's popcorn, but it's like pickle and chamoy and and it is delicious.
Really, you like that, huh?
Yeah.
So that all right then.
I'll pay $8 for a little thing of
Yeah.
popcorn.
Okay. All right. So
So
yeah.
that kind of got me on. Can't remember what the guy's name is, but yeah, he has like all different kinds of popcorn, like spicy popcorn, sweet popcorn. HEB came out with Pop Rocks popcorn,
Mm,
and they've come out with the, those Sour Patch Kids.
yes.
But it's popcorn with Sour Patch Kid candies, like
Really?
on the popcorn.
Please, they just get anything and just
It's
mess
so
with your
good.
taste buds for it. There's nothing
It's
wrong
so
with that.
good.
I haven't tried that, so might see what happens one day. I'm not gonna make it on my bucket list right now, but just see what happens. Now coming up to this past week, did you go out to the island? Or
Yeah, so
anything
we
special?
we did the art walk. Jace did amazing, super good. We're hoping that next art walk there's more vendors. Like a couple vendors didn't show up. The street wasn't as slammed with vendors on people's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As we hoped, but great turnout. There was a Jeep meet and greet that they did bonfire thing, and I was supposed to go and I didn't make it. I had to work early Saturday, and I did makeup for a boudoir photo shoot for a fellow photographer in the
Right.
building. And then after that, we went out to the beach. What else did we do? We did,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
You
stuff.
just-
I was supposed to go to, the exchange, because they had some music stuff going on, and I was supposed to go to Vernon's do trip tonight. Didn't make it. I can't hang the same as
They hang the
as
same
I
as
used to.
When the sun is
yeah.
very hot out there, it drains you, and you got to stay hydrated as much as possible. Well, I'll tell you what, on the weekend was really
we worked
good.
Monday though.
Oh,
we
really?
We came to
All
work.
right, and that's what you got to do. You got to use time. Don't let time use
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's right. Well, Saturday, out there at the Northwest Community Center, it was really good. Tina La Cucina, she had a first comedy showcase, and Ben Benavides and his family out there at the Northwest Community Center, which is at 9840 Leopard. Outstanding turnout. It was really, really well. It was really good. The local comedians, with Adrian Rodriguez, Miguel Porfolio, Aaron Carranza, Blake Trevino, Roland Spamalot Alanis, Mary Garcia, Anna Ramirez, and myself. We, Northwest showed up and we showed out. It was really good. Had a really good time. Now at this venue, you can BYOB. Bring your own booze and liquor. You can't bring no beer. They got beer for you and a little setup to drink. But I never seen so many miniature bottles of liquor before in my life at this
Oh
one
yeah,
table.
yeah. Tell.
Now that was really. These ladies had these big purses. I didn't know what they had in there. I had to check it out, and I saw those bottles. I said, "Well, I guess we're going to become friends tonight.
We're gonna,
Yeah, you're going to have a good time. You're
you
going to
said
laugh."
there's about like 50 mini bottles in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, but at least half the band.
Yeah.
Half the band.
Well, honestly, you can buy them for $1 at the liquor store, or
Right.
like $5 for $5
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
Because me and Adri did that, and they even have little bottles of moonshine.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they have that. So they really had a good time. It was a great time out there. The comedy scene is really moving up. Local comedians are really doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's to make people laugh. And anywhere you're around in Texas, that's how things are. In the state of Texas, comedy is jumping. Where you up there in Odessa, Amarillo, come down to Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, the Valley, Laredo, El Paso. Yeah, I said that. My hot spot I really like is San Antonio. They right in the mix,
Yeah.
so they really kicking ass. But anyway, it was just a good time, and hope more people come on out and support local comedy because
Yes.
we're going to be chopping it up with you. Now, when I came back now, baseball is here. We have the Hooks in town, which is good. They didn't do too good Monday night, but that's all right. This guy's a learning experience for them. I love baseball. I just don't enjoy it or like it. I love it, and that's one of my passions, and I'm here to enjoy that in my later stages in life. So I really enjoy that. So people ever come on out, you see me, you can't miss me. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm in section 110, 111, 112. That's right. It's 3 of me and 1 of me. Okay, I hope y'all caught on to that. But just let them have a good time. And, it's just good when you're watching it live. You don't have to stay for the whole game. Just come out. I have tickets to be available. Not this time around because I'm going to call people and ask you if you're available. I tell you, I'll put you on the wheel call. All you have to do is go up there and come on out. Hey, how you doing, Wendell? I'll sit you down, enjoy the game.
Yes.
I could get you something to eat, but you got to catch me.
You gotta catch
Gotta
it.
catch me. Gotta catch me. Now, as far as being hot, now we know that Corpus Christi is the second sweatiest town in the United States.
It's hot.
It's behind Jacksonville, Florida. Now, they have some other sweatiest towns, but Corpus is number 2, there's no doubt about it. People come that I've talked to from all over the United States and the world said, it's really hot here, isn't it? Where's the humidity that kills us,
It felt like 105 yesterday.
Easily. And when you go outside, so people, you really feel bad. I have to stay hydrated. I do drink pickle juice. Well, cut up some pickle, eat it up, because I do be out there, and I just have to block it out. I do my best. When it gets to me, I go in the shade,
Yeah.
before I go in the AC. Just don't go directly in the AC unit, while you're just sweating ferociously. Calm down a little bit in the shade.
Get the chills and have to pee.
Yeah, all of that. All of that. Now, it's really amazing. Once again, I try to do a lot of stats on certain things, what's going on in the city of Corpus Christi or in the United States or in Texas. Now, it comes to me that the top beaches in the United States, but the top one in the state of Texas, and the only one that make this list, is Port Aransas.
Porty Beach? No.
Yeah, they're the ones that got the type, really nice, where people really like to go. Because they're in the mix with beaches in Hawaii, Florida, California, and that's a big deal. So kudos and bravo Zulu, for Port A. Go Port Aransas.
And that's because they've rebuilt a couple of times after hurricanes.
Yeah, and
Like they're resilient out there,
yeah.
and
Well, they're
they
doing a good
really-
job to keep their beaches awesome.
And they're really welcoming. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
that's
to
good.
the public and tourists.
Right.
You know what I mean?
that's
They're
really cool.
very welcoming.
Now, the city of Corpus Christi, I'll tell you what, man, whoever goes out there and play golf, if they still playing golf out there at King's Golf Course, somebody's going to have to pay $118 for them to do anything. And they got that for unpaid water bills and code violations. I just threw that out there. I don't play golf,
So the golf course owes the city water.
They only for unpaid water bills and for some code violations. $118,000. Y'all need to go pay y'all money, man. 'Cause I don't have nothing to pay for it.
Fine.
Isn't that
Don't
something?
they sell like memberships to their people for expensive and?
I guess they not collecting their money. Somebody's not paying, or somebody's taking the money and doing something right with it. Misappropriation of funds. I'm just putting it out there. I could be wrong. Just making a statement.
Speculating.
Yeah, don't get mad at me. Just keeping it real with you. Now, according to the worst places to live, in the state of Texas, it's one list, and a lot of them not really. They say cities, but some of these are small towns. And I'm just putting this out there once again. I just enjoy reading certain facts. If you really want to know, check it out for yourself. Jacksonville, Texas. Y'all might not know where it is, but it's just 100 miles southeast of Dallas. That's number 1. Port Arthur, Texas. Donna, Texas, number 3. Galveston, Texas, number 4. Mercedes, Texas, number 5. Biter, Texas, number 6. Tomball, Texas, number 7. Weslaco, number 8. Freeport, number 9. And Rio Grande City, number 10. Now, I don't know what they really base that off of, whether it's not enough income coming in there or they don't have enough going out.
Worse to live in.
Worse to live in,
Galveston, huh?
Galveston, yeah, Galveston made
Port
that.
Arthur too, huh?
Port Arthur too. Yeah.
Some of those I don't know, but wow, those are surprising because aren't those still tourist kind of spots? Like
Well,
Galveston has
Tomball,
a
I know
port.
that's on 59 there.
But Galveston does have like the port that goes out, right?
Yeah,
Like the,
yeah. Then they have ships that pull
Ships
in,
put
yeah,
in.
in and out, yeah. So just kind
But
of
we're not on the list, guys.
yeah, we're not on this, so we just a sweat it. We're just gonna sweat here.
Go corporate.
Now, I don't know if anybody know about the Declaration of Independence, about the amendments or anything, but I want you to read the 14th Amendment. I want you to check that out because in the March 6, 1857, the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court back then at that time, they considered black people, they're not citizens. They weren't citizens at all. So that means that basically, people could do anything to a black person, say anything to them at that particular time. Even before, that came out when they first landed here, the Africans, when they first came here, became slaves because you was a slave. You had no rights, you had nothing pertaining to. My point being is, on July 4th or whatever it is, when they signed the Declaration of Independence in 1776, there was a lot of Negroes that were still picking cotton that day. They still had to do their job. There wasn't no celebration or barbecue. It was over for people that were non-black. Now I know I speak on this a lot, but we already know how things got done with the Native American Indians. As far as them putting them on reservations, and a lot of Asian Americans helped build the railroads, did a lot of laundry, a lot of cleaning up. A lot of Mexican Americans came over here and built a lot of things. And so that perverse thing I'm trying to say is that what you didn't see is always a man of color being hung from a tree or getting whipped. So at that
You're
particular
just bringing
time,
awareness, yeah.
just bringing awareness to what's going on because a lot of people don't understand that. While some people don't really want to, enjoy that. Then that's not saying I'm not patriotic. I serve. So what? That's the thing that I wanted to do in the Cold War time. What I'm speaking about, what's going on, was carried on because it's taught. I don't know of one black family that actually teach their children to hate on somebody else that's non-black. You've heard that. You heard of black on black crime. We got to protect our own selves, number one, and our own environment demographic.
Yep.
And then once you get out here, you understand all these things. So I'm just throwing that out at you. Don't want nobody to get mad at me. You can get mad if you want to. I got somebody that make you cake, so therefore you can be super mad. But all in all is that I think that we still need to come together a little bit more as a human race. That's what we are, a human race. And for people just to enjoy life a little bit more. Sure, social media is a gateway to feedback, okay? And what you might post just might get spit on. Whether it's the GBU, the good, the bad, or the ugly, you got to deal with those things accordingly, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I'm going to jump to the subject because I have told you about my survey I did on toxic women and stuff like that. And I've been, a couple of women say, why are you always hitting on, women? Why are you talking about that? Because the truth, just awareness to how things are. Observe and learn. You never get too old to learn. Now, if you can call me out on that if you want to, but you never get too old to learn, and you know
I mean,
certain
y'all
things.
need to receive this information that, like, if you're a single female and you want to know why, he is giving you completely legitimate reasons why, and make those little adjustments, and maybe you'll find yourself a man.
Yeah, because a lot of times, you know, and there are the very few good men that will actually. I saw a man today or a post today where why can't a man go out, open doors, you know, send a woman flowers just because he cares, you know, or pay for the date and things like that without trying to get all bamboozled about some things. And so if you've been in a prior commitment before that, you didn't have these things, it takes you a while to try to adjust to that because you probably think, what's he up to? What's going on here?
Yeah.
You know? And,
Or if they used to do it and then in the
and then,
relationship they just stop.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because a lot of guys will figure, yeah, I'm going ahead and do that and everything, then all of a sudden that just stops. You know, you figure you got it, man. You got to keep doing that same thing. Now, if there's women out there that's attracting you, then you got to do what you got to do, and hey, just tell them. My point being to stop lying.
Yes.
Don't lie. Tell your feelings. Be open. You want communication, you bring it on. You know, women, if you want a man, I don't care if it's just for that night. How many of y'all have had one night stands? Now, in these days and times, I can understand how you feel about that.
Yeah.
But, and just go on about yourself. You know, the guy might be crazy and lose his mind. Same thing happened to you. You might get caught wild and crazy and lose your mind. But you got to be adulting. If you over 21, it's time to adult a little bit more now. Okay?
Yeah.
You know, and just keep things in perspective. Okay, just tell the truth. Say, hey, I don't mind hanging out with you, but we're not going to have sex. Don't say that. Just say we just hang out. What happens if it might lead
Just say
to
we're
is
gonna
good.
Netflix,
Enjoy it.
but we're not gonna Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
The chill part, I
The
think,
chill
is the
part.
SDX
Well,
part, right?
well, you know,
Netflix and chill.
Don't say date to me. Let's go on a date. Don't say date to me. That doesn't mean we're gonna
We just
consummate.
hang out. We chilling.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang out. Okay, just go from there. You know, if you want more of me, let me know. If you're not, my actions speak louder than words anyway,
Yeah.
and that's how a lot of things count. So my point, ladies, is just that. Just continue to be yourself. And a lot more women are up front, but y'all got some players that try to be playing. You know, but some of y'all don't be playing the game correctly.
My
But that's
friends
okay.
Well, all my friends are they're all single. Like
Yeah.
I'm the married one.
Yeah.
Out of like my friends,
Right.
and I start getting things mixed up with their situations, and I'm like, wait, so that's not the same person. Okay, this is all right. All right, and I'm like, this is why I'm married. I don't have to
You know,
do all that.
Hey, sometimes you gotta let you know. Everybody have their best friend. Okay, male and female that you talk to. Be careful what you say.
I have
Sometimes
a lot of best friends.
Yeah, yeah, and that's
I have
really
a
good.
female best friend
And a
and a
male
male best friend,
Yeah,
and then I have a gay best friend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people have that. And I just try to have friends in general. You know, my comedian friends are really cool because they're 20 to 30 years. You know, my junior and my senior, and they're really cool. They're really good. They fun. They come in with different angles. Man, they chop me up. I'm glad y'all don't hear what they ask me sometimes or tell me. And it's always comical. And I feed off of that because they inspire me. I just want them to know that, you know. Now, what's going on for you? We got the rest of the week going on.
Yes.
This month, is, you know, holiday, what they say, the 4th
It's
of
already
July.
the 6th, yo.
It's the 6th.
It's already the 6th.
You know, we
10
halfway
days,
there.
we're halfway through the month.
And there we
It's
go.
going quick.
It's going quick because now everybody want cooler temperatures. I really would love some rain, you know.
It rained on and off last week, though.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
I don't know where you was out
No,
there
we
on
were
the
there.
island.
No.
The downtown? Just boom, just
The
for a
day
little
of
bit.
the art walk,
Yeah.
it rained.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was gone just
And
like
then,
that. Got
yeah.
evaporated.
Yeah, and then we
Don't
did
you
the-
just love how things are just
Then we did
evaporate?
the art walk.
Right, he
No.
just vaporized.
It like serious. It did rain that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Oh, so they're doing that festival, the 3-day film thing, 3DDC. I can't. Don't quote me on that. That could be wrong. But Rudy
Yeah.
is doing it. And we're gonna be at the House of Rock at 6 o'clock today, getting our pamphlet to tell us like what props we use. They give us a storyline,
Oh.
and you have 3 days to throw a movie together, kind of
Wow.
style.
Cool.
And he teamed up with Martin, who has been in a couple movies locally, and he worked with like Izzy and a couple other people. That's how I kind of met him. And he's very motivated, older gentleman, really clean cut. He picked up Rudy. They messaged me last night. I was like, "You want to do this?" So I'm gonna go do that. I do girls' night with my girls. We talk about best friends.
Mm-hmm.
We try to get together once a week.
Oh,
And
good.
tonight, we planned yesterday for tonight, we're going to do a Bloody Mary bar.
Uh-huh.
A Bloody Mary bar. Like Bloody Marys. But we're
Okay.
going to do a Bloody Mary bar with a bunch of different concoction recipes that we've seen.
Oh,
And one
all
has
right.
like bacon in it and like
Oh, y'all going all out for this then, huh?
and appetizers at Adri's house. So I'll
Okay,
do
cool.
the film thing and do that. And then Thursday, there's a couple of things going on at the Exchange. They do jam night.
No,
and then-
Thursday night.
Yeah, so then y'all have
Then
Mesquite
the
Street
Mesquite
going.
Street Comedy, open mic.
And there's a couple other things going on Thursday. I can't really put my finger on it.
Right.
But and then Trip Tonight has gigs this weekend.
Right. Awesome.
And so I'll be doing that. On top of that, I'm doing a new entertainment director position kind of style for another event that's going to be happening in October. So I started working on that yesterday, and we had some meetings at Heritage Park. When you were talking about it was hot.
Yeah.
It was like hot.
Hi, we're just
It was
like you're in an
so hot.
outdoor sauna, which is really cool. Well, I just want to make a note for Javi Luna. I believe this weekend he's doing his taping of his 1 hour album that he's going out there at the Aurora Theaters.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
That's off of Everhart.
yeah, Everhart and Holly,
Yeah.
and much love for them. Contact him, go to his page and everything, and I know he's gonna kill it, man. Like I say, Howard's the first one that I met on Mesquite Street, and he just inspires me every day because he just works it well. So let's go get it, man. Kill it, brother.
Oh.
So, but you got anything else you wanna enlighten on? Once again, the Hooks will be in
Yes.
town. I'm gonna be there. Out there this weekend, tonight, tomorrow night, and then any day in town, I'll be with them. So come hook me up.
Right? Up around.
Yeah.
You can take your dogs too, right?
Yeah,
Things.
I think this Thursday is Bark in the Park.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but if your dog poops, you gotta scoop it.
Yep.
That's it. I'm trying to tell you right now, because if you come up in the concourse and I see your dog do it, you going live, baby. I'll put you on blast.
We
Trust me, I'm for real on this.
I do want to say that Rod Octopus has been doing some pretty cool stuff. Sam is actually making a robotic head
Ah,
that has the camera and the eyeball, and he's working on the tracking feature right now, facial recognition
Right.
and tracking. It's a process, so kudos to him though, because it's a lot of tedious steps and programming and it failing over and over, and he's been staying pretty adamant about getting it
yeah,
done.
getting done. That's good.
And,
Got to stay on it.
It's art at the end of the
Yes,
day,
yeah.
and so hopefully we'll have it done by the next art walk. And if you're walking by our table, our scary baby head will be able to track you in response as we record and be able to drop some of that stuff. So it's
That's
really cool.
Creativity at its best, man.
He's
Really
Raspberry
go, Sam.
Pis
Yeah.
and little mini cameras. It's
Awesome.
super cool. So we're doing that, and we're printing a lot of 3D stuff that's been new, parts for different just different items. People that
Right.
don't want to, they can't find the part, and we have to do it. So we've been doing a lot of that too. So those are the two things that have kind of pushed us a little different than everybody else.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good. Well, I'm going to let you know right now. Anybody chime in if you want. Anybody want to podcast, hit me up.
Yep.
I'll reach out to different people. I like a lot of local things. When we ask a lot of people to come in, it's Wednesday, with Wendell. And Jennifer Reagan, I hope she comes back to us here pretty soon. But anyway, my name is Mr. Wendell. And I'll see you when I'm looking at you. Too late.